Yeah, Bryce, that NASCAR race is one of the many things that the mayor-elect Brandon Johnson's going to inherit, and that includes a number of major challenges.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. Maybe he might change his mind before he takes the job.
I doubt it.
I don't know, but he's got to pick a top cop. He's got to deal with a growing migrant crisis. And the city, of course, is still reeling from a pandemic where businesses didn't make it and others just packed up and left. So we want to talk more about this with Ted Dabrowski. He is the president of WirePoints. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you guys.
Really appreciate it. You know, some people are, or some publications are calling it like an exodus here out of the state. And the governor is saying not so, that the U.S. Census reports were wrong. But you did some digging into another agency, and you say that indeed people are leaving, businesses too.
Yeah, so the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, they track where people live. They know where you live, how much money you make, how big your family is. And they track who's living in which state. And we went through their data, and of course it shows that Illinois lost 100,000 people net last year from people moving in and moving out. 100,000 people gone. It's a big problem for Illinois. It's a problem for California and New York. But when we're losing our people, they take their money with them, and we can't tax them. They're not contributing to our economy, where places like Florida and Texas are growing like crazy. So it's a big struggle for us, because we need people, we need their tax base to fund, initiatives on crime, on education, and to keep our city safe.
And when we talk about some of the challenges that the mayor-elect has, he's going to need revenue streams because he has an ambitious plan on a lot of fronts. And a lot of that revenue comes from businesses. We know that in the Loop last year, Q4, they saw a 60% drop-off in retail space being leased. And a lot of the Loop, people may not realize, is going from business to residential. And they're not going to see the same tax returns from individuals as they are from businesses. So he's going to have to find a way to shore up some of that money they're losing from businesses leaving the city, is he not?
Well, he's going to try. The problem is if he can't find the money, he's going to have to raise tax rates. Property taxes, for example, and people will not like that. So that's going to hurt people. What we need to do is figure out, both at the governor level and at the mayor level, how to be more inviting to businesses and to people. Right now, our policies, our taxes are too high, our crime's too high. We're chasing away people, and our schools aren't good enough, right? Our CPS is shrinking, so we have to find a way to do a better job and not chase people and businesses away.
Where are people going, and what is it about those places that they seem to like and they feel are more welcoming to what they offer?
Well, we've got high taxes. Places like Florida and Texas and other southern states, for example, Indiana as well, have lower taxes. We have high crime. Other places have lower crime. And, our empty office buildings are going to be a big problem in Chicago. Other places are bustling, and they're getting full. So they have more vibrancy, more opportunity, housing prices go up, things like that.
It's not just the business corridors that are suffering. Retail has really taken it on the chin here. When people can't go to their local Walmart, when the elderly can't get prescriptions, and Walmart is citing issues like shoplifting as one of the major reasons that they're closing up shop here in Chicago. And there's no clear solution for this, is there?
Well, there is a solution. We're going to have to figure out how to reduce crime. And right now, our policies are inviting more crime. So we're going to have to get a little tougher on crime, because we got to protect the people of our neighborhoods. And when a place like Walmart moves out, yeah, it hurts a lot of people, but they can't afford to stay here. The shoplifting has been bad. The crime has been bad. And, the McDonald's CEO was warned about crime. Right. When Citadel and Ken Griffin left, it was about crime. We've got to solve the crime issue, because that's the only way to invite people back into Chicago.
But, it's one thing to have, a crime plan, but you've got to have a police superintendent that is, you're going to have a police superintendent that is beholden to the mayor with these policies. And so that's one thing. And you can do all you want with the police, but you also have to have the prosecutors backing you up as well.
Absolutely. It's a whole chain. You've got to be able to arrest, prosecute, and then sentence. And there's a lot of unhappiness, let's say, with Kim Foxx for her lack of prosecution. Judge Tim Evans isn't sentencing enough, so the whole system isn't working. We got to fix that whole chain.
Well, it'll be interesting to have you back maybe after the first 100 days, and perhaps give the mayor-elect a report card and see how he's doing.
Well, we'd love to do that. The crime is still up 45% already this year compared to last. So, he's got a big opportunity to just cut that. It'll send a good message.
Have you had a chance, really, I know they're wrapping us, but have you had a chance to ask or speak to Brandon Johnson's group at all, the transition team, about these concerns?
I have not. We'd love to. We have a lot of the data and analysis that we do. We'd love to have a discussion with them.
Okay. Ted Dabrowski, thank you so much from wirepoints.org. All right.